Bonnie.
Dawn, hello.
This
How
is
are
week
you?
number 47.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. We've been doing this almost an entire year.
Yep. We only have a few more weeks.
I know. What are we going to do for excitement then? Oh, more to come. We'll tell you.
I think in some way, shape, or form, we'll probably continue, but with maybe a different skill set or something. So who knows? So yes.
So Dawn, today we're talking about the marketing plan and how it works. And we're going to try to keep it pretty simple, because I guess what I want you to get out of this is that there's money to be made, how the marketing plan works, what your next step is. I think you don't need to know the compensation plan of a national sales director. You just need to know they make more. But you might want to know what your next step is. Maybe it's a senior consultant or a star team builder or a car earner or something. You might want to know exactly what you would make. And so that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yep.
So, Dawn, go ahead.
I think what's really important is if we're being very honest, like even the steps from being just a consultant to maybe even just like maybe we break this down and talk about even the benefits of just the steps to maybe even like going into DIQ. Does that make sense? And maybe we could break. I think maybe that might be better, is maybe then do DIQ to directorship, because that's a little different. But even I will tell you that Mary Kay always said that you're selling, that's your today money. That is, we make 50%. And if you look at direct sales, 50% is a lot. I should say up to 50%. But then there are even times like today where there are quite a few products being offered at 60% off, but we always say up to 50%. So that's great. But when you add on that, when you spread your wings and bring people into your team, and they can be working, and you don't make any money when they buy a kit. You don't make any money when they just buy a showcase and they become a consultant. It's not until they start sharing the product with other people and buying from the company that the company rewards you. And those, I remember hearing about love checks, and I'm thinking, wow, and use those love checks for doing something for you or your family that maybe you wouldn't do. So that way it's something extra special. And so, yes. So Bonnie,
my phone was dying and I needed to plug the charger in, which was underneath. So that's
like I lost Bonnie. Where's Bonnie?
Oh my gosh. But I love what Dawn said about when you're a brand new consultant, or when you share the career opportunity. Well, when you're a brand new consultant, everybody makes the same amount of money selling the product. A person who's been in 40 years makes the same as a brand new consultant. That is so awesome. It's not different levels. Many marketing plans have different levels that you have to reach. You can come in to just sell product and you can make great money selling product.
Yep.
So building your team. Oh, go ahead.
No, I totally agree. And, it says here in the, as an independent consultant that you can earn the earned discount privilege, so that you can order the month you place your order and then the following 2 months. And we make 50% of what we sell, or what we get the product at half price when we are active consultant. So Bonnie, let's say this is not a recruiting class. So this is not a class where we're going to teach you where to find the people. But most of the time you find the people because they will even come up to you and say, it looks like you're having fun doing what you're doing. Can I join you? Because usually they're customers, family, or your bestie girlfriend. So Bonnie, when you have 1 or 2 people on your team, what are some of the benefits of having 1 or 2 people on your team?
Well, first I want to just preface that by saying, when I started in Mary Kay, I didn't really know my recruiter that well. And I remember her saying, I don't make anything unless you make something. And I was like, because sometimes I think we've all been in kind of those company or those situations where somebody goes, sign on the dotted line and we'll all be rich and famous. And you're going, what? Oh my gosh, you're scaring me. Nobody makes any money just for recruiting people. Once you have one or two people on your team, you're a senior consultant. As a senior consultant, you earn 4% commission every month that your team members order. So if your team members order $1,000 total or by themselves, whatever, $1,000, you would earn 4% of that. So that would be like $40. So you're a senior consultant, you earn the 4%. And I think that's that, right, Dawn? Am I forgetting anything with that? No.
Yep.
Oh, there we are.
Bonnie,
Earn
I will
discount
tell
for
you,
Mhm.
how many years have you been in the company?
I have been in, it'll be 41 in October.
So next month I'll be in 32. So the woman recruited me. Her name is Nola Warren, and Phyllis Pinsker personally recruited you, correct?
Yeah.
And does she still make money on you personally?
She does. Thank you for asking that. Nola is a consultant, Phyllis is a director, but we are both personal recruits of theirs. So every time Dawn places an order and Nola is active with the company, she will receive a check from Mary Kay.
Yes. And depending
And
on
every
how
time,
many yes.
and every time,
She'll either
41 years later, Phyllis, who recruited me 41 years ago, who I met in my hair salon, 41 years later, she still receives a thank you check. It's almost like, thank you for finding Dawn. She's really awesome. Here's a little thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for finding Bonnie. She's doing great. Now, if Dawn didn't do anything and I didn't do anything, nobody makes anything. Bottom line.
Exactly.
I think that's such a fair way to do it. Love it. So,
Yes.
Dawn, moving up the career path, when you have 1 or 2, you're what they call a senior consultant. Now, moving up the career path, when you have 3 or 4, you are referred to as a star team builder. And what are the advantages of that?
Well, Bonnie, we still make 50% of what we sell, and you're going to still have your earned discount for those months that you place your order in the following 2. And you're either going to make 4, 6, or 8% on your team based on what their wholesale production is. And the thing is, then what starts to happen is that is like really the first tier of management. You're going to be able to earn and wear your red jacket. And that's where people are going to look at you and start to say, wow, she's sharp. She is, sometimes they say that 1 or 2 recruits might be on accident, but that's where you actively are starting to really go up the career path. And that is fun. I mean,
and you know what, when you said management, and I think most people relate to a management position, but often people, I remember when Mary Kay changed the term, like we were always called in management, the directors were. Yes. And I remember the conference, it was management conference we went to even, and Mary Kay herself changed it to leadership conference because she said, we don't manage people, we lead people. And so you'll often hear people refer to, they'll ask about management. Can you be in management with Mary Kay? It's really a leadership position because you really are leading people. And so if you hear us talking about that, that's what that's about.
And the other thing is, I always think too that this isn't on this sheet, but sometimes you might even hear the term star
recruiter.
Star team builder. Sometimes I think that's, when you are a star and you have your red jacket, that means also that you are a star consultant. And I think you don't just become a star consultant because you become a star consultant. It's when you're sharing the product that they go hand in hand. So that's one of those things where they always say that stars will come as you start to do your business in the triangle. So yes.
Mhm.
And the next step on the next of the career path, the career ladder, would be being a team leader. And a team leader is when you have 5 to 7 active team members. And what are the benefits of that, Bonnie?
Excuse me. Well, we still make, yes, 50%. We still
Mhm.
have the earned discount privilege, and you earn 9
Yep.
to 13%. So if you have 5 active people on your team, you earn 9 to 13%. And what makes that, as long as they're active, so 5 active people, when you place a $600 order, you would receive a 13% check. If you ordered, let's say you only ordered 300 and you had a couple team members order, you would earn 9%. So depending, it's a people amount, dollar amount, but when you have 5 active and you yourself place a $600 order, you earn the 13%. So 13% on every order.
Well, and Bonnie, let's say this. I mean, we've been in Mary Kay for a lot of years. You've heard it, but I'm not going to say it, and I'm not going to take it for granted, but we still personally work this business. So our team is a lot of our personals. So we still make 13%. So it's like, why wouldn't we personal recruit? Because we get paid double on them. It's not like we love them any more or less, but I mean, we get paid on personal recruiting. So again, we are not just managers where we make you, it's we are out there showing you how we sell the product, how we present the career, how we close sales, and how we ask people to join us in business. So yes.
So Dawn, the next is called an elite team leader. So that's when you have 5 or more active team members, and 1 or more of them is an active personal Red Star team builder. She's a red jacket. So what makes that a little different?
So this is where Mary Kay says thank you. It's really where you will be working with your sales director, because you can earn up to additional 5% on what the second tier is earning. And this gets to be a little bit, weird, but this is, let's say you have a team member and she's got 1, 2, or 3 team members. So then based on what their whole production is, then you will get paid 5%. And if I'm looking at the sheet, to earn that 5%,
well, it is, go ahead.
Oh, I think once they are a red jacket, then you make 5% on their team. So it's not
right.
It's not.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm sorry.
Right.
You don't. It doesn't matter what it is. But so
what
it's
the same qualification as the team leader. So it's a team leader, but now you're an elite team leader because you have somebody on your team who is a star team builder. So you have a little team of teams going here. So then that star team builders team, whatever that is,
yep.
You will earn 5% of that. So you're earning 1 tier and then you're earning a second tier.
And the beauty of that is that this stuff starts to happen organically and in time, and sometimes you're in Mary Kay longer, or you can recruit someone who comes in and is a hotshot. The best thing of that is that then all of a sudden, when you earn your car, it's based on only your personal team recruits. But when you start to think about becoming a sales director, then your recruits count. So it is good. It's good to build wider and deeper. And it really, when somebody has team members, they're less likely to think about leaving the company because their team is looking for them for support. So that's what's nice about that.
And I think, well, we talked about earning a car last time and the benefits of that. So you earn the same commissions, but you also earn the use of a company car. And that's a dollar amount, it's a people amount, it's a qualification period that you do. And that you still earn these commissions while you'll still have a Mary Kay lease car. I know. Pretty good. So Dawn, what if somebody wants to become a sales director? And you can earn a car as a consultant or a sales director. So Dawn,
Yes.
what if somebody wants our job? How's that? We always laugh about we don't have to die or move or retire for somebody to have our job, that we can really help you. So if you are watching this and you're thinking, I want that job. I like what you do. It looks like fun and I'd like to make extra money. How would somebody go about that?
Well, it is a qualification period. And once you surpass the 8 or more personal active, you decide to go on target to become a sales director. And then that is anywhere from a 1 to 4 month qualification period. And it's based on a wholesale production, which you can do a portion of it, but it's you and your team building to a number of team members. And when we qualified, I believe it was 30, and is it 24 now or is it 30, Bonnie?
It's 24 today. I you know what, that is sometimes changing, so don't quote us on that.
Correct.
But if you want to become a sales director, that's not exactly what this class is, but we can give you the guidelines to become a sales director. Why would somebody want to become a sales director? Do you make that much more? Tell me, Dawn.
Yes, you do make that much more, because you make not only you make the percentages on what you on your personal team, but then you also make double on your whole unit, actually on your whole unit once you surpass a certain level. But I tell you, Bonnie, when I was growing up in Mary Kay and I was going racing to earn my car, because you're producing anywhere from 4 to 6,000 on average a month. And if you look at 13% of that, but then not only that, but then as you're bringing qualified people and you're getting $50 bonuses or $100 bonuses on qualified consultants. So, I mean, my checks as I was earning my car were anywhere from, 800 to like 1,200. And then when you become a sales director, they almost double. So, I mean, it does become more, but we still then on top of that.
You earn the recruiting bonuses, right? But you earn recruiting bonuses for qualified team members, and sales directors also earn. So let's say that there's a unit development bonus. So if you have so many, you get a bonus. If you have so many stars, you get a bonus. We get a wellness bonus every year, depending on what your production is. 800, 1,200, and 2,300, or something like that. It's written in here, and that could change tomorrow. But you earn a wellness bonus. So there's different things that you can earn bonuses towards, or from. So
I just always think about Mary Kay saying this. It's like when you're on a cruise ship and there's a banquet out there and you have the opportunity to really work your business as much as you want or as little as you want. And that's the goodness of it, is that there's lots of things that, you take advantage of. And, in like when you're in corporate America, many times you can't go to your boss and say, I want to make more money. You can't do that. And in Mary Kay, if you need to work, if you need to pay a bill, there's many different ways that you can, work strategically to earn those extra funds.
Two points I wanted to add. One is, so as a sales director, we earn 9, 13, and 23% on our unit production. 23%. So on our whole team production, guess what? We get paid on our own orders. I know. So we might order $1,000 and we are getting $230 back, really, on that as a sales director. So I think that is the most important thing that I said all day.
Mhm, mhm. Yep, because it's a team effort. So yes.
It is. So I think if you're curious, it's ever changing and ever revolving, but really it's kind of stays pretty steady. But we would love to sit down and share that with you or a significant other, to share with you exactly what that would look like and what it would entail. So it's been such a blessing in my life. I've been a sales director since 1989, and is that 34 years of being a sales director. So,
Yeah,
and you, Dawn, when did you become a director?
it's just so fun because, as we're wrapping up one year and then we wake up July 1st, it's a new year. It's so fun just to realize what it will look like next year. So that's why this
Yeah.
business is wonderful. So, mhm, yep, yeah.
Yep.
And it's one of those things where when you it's you never know, like when you develop a customer, how that customer, if she's going to be your friend, if she's going to be a hostess, or she's going to be a team member. You just don't know who's going to be, your sales director, where that person is going to fall in the puzzle piece. But isn't it a blessing? And Nola Warren, when she recruited me, never did she know or understand how I was going to need Mary Kay in my life. And so it was such a blessing that, and every month, even at 4%, she's going to make about $160 on me, for doing not much. So I can't imagine what she would do with a love check like that. And Bonnie, tell us, it's not about how much she's making on you, but that's a nice little love check just for bringing a hotshot into the company, isn't it?
And you know what I love about that? It actually took me a few years to figure out that she was really making, like, I knew she was, but I didn't really figure it out. But
Yes.
I loved, one, she supported me and she's trained me and she's there for me, motivated me, inspired me. So I'm so happy that she does. But the best thing about that is it comes from the company half of the dollar. None of these
Yes,
commissions comes out
exactly.
of our dollar.
Yes.
We still make
Mhm.
50% and we earn our commissions. And when Mary Kay pays out any commissions, it comes out of Mary Kay's pocket.
Exactly. Remember what I think I remember that. Okay, so when we buy the product, like when we buy this lipstick from Mary Kay, it's
Yep.
retails for 20 and pay
Yep.
10. I think I heard, isn't it like 37% of what we pay on that $10 for this product that comes back to us consultants in form of commissions, prizes, cars. Does that make sense? Have you heard that? Or is
I
it
have
more
not,
than that?
but I don't even
So
know.
I think that they, run the company, pay for the product and run the company on that other market dollar. So it doesn't come
Mhm.
from, us. It's solely that, we only get paid when people start buying from the company. Mhm. And it's our job to teach people and train them how to sell the product. Mhm.
Mhm.
So, yes. So, all right. Well, we
All right.
hope that you guys have a blessed 4th of July, and we look forward to being back with you um, next Mary
Next
Kay
lunch.
year.
Next
Yes.
Mary Kay year. Yes. Okay. Bye,
Thank you.
everyone. Bye, Dawn.